guys, welcome to my channel. Keyboard here, and thank you for watching, guys. Please do like and subscribe and share also. So today we're going to be talking about Bride by Ali Hazlewood, and this is the author that wrote Love on the Brain, Love Hypothesis, Check and Mate, and several other books. Bride now is her first time writing a paranormal romance book, and I did get the chance to actually read it. So here are my thoughts. So if you're going into Bride, um, just leave everything that you have in mind about what vampires and werewolves are, because this book does not adapt to all of those things. It's a little bit different, and I think it's also kind of awesome that she doesn't take on all of the things that normal vampire books are used to vampire and werewolf tendencies normally goes for. Um, if the smoke was outside of the book would have still went on. There's not a lot of it. That's at a level 1, and if you're really going for that, it's not for you. Then it's at 1 chili pepper or a level 1 for some people would say. But otherwise, this is a good introduction to Ali Hazlewood work. I'm not saying that I'm just going to get up and just read all Ali Hazlewood books, no, but it's a good introduction to her work, and now I'm seeing what actually her writing style is like. It's not a dual POV. It's from one person, from Misery, which is the main character. Misery and Lo are the main characters of this book, and it follows both of them as they go through their enemies to lovers phase. It's fated mate, marriage of convenience, is a slow burn, and found family. So these are things that do come across in the book, and I really love it. This book is a 4.07 on Goodread. But otherwise, my thoughts are, don't go in there expecting this crazy world building. Even though it's a paranormal romance, it gives you the basis and show you the difference between the vampire territory versus the werewolf and the human territories, because that's how it is. It's separated by 3 different species, and anything that you go into the book and thinking that, as I said, it's not the same. We're so used to vampires living 100 years. They have to get invitations to come inside the house, and they're afraid of garlic and all of that. Nope, that's not the situation. This book is that they have nearly the same lifespan as human beings. They only feed on blood. They don't need invitation. They're just like regular folks, just just human beings overall, with just a mutation. And it goes for the werewolf also. They don't live any specific lifespan outside of like regular human beings, but they don't have superhuman strength. They're not fast, and that goes for both sides. I think I kind of missed that part, just the superhuman strength and the speed, but it's neither here nor there. So the story follows Lo and Misery. As I said, they have roped into a marriage of convenience to bring the vampires and the werewolves together, so the survival of the vampires can long exist after, because as they said, the vampires are very low in numbers, so they want to actually make sure that they have coverage and from the human world. No, bear in mind, as I said, if the smoke wasn't in it would just still be a good book to read. My thing is, it is a slow burn, and when the burn happens, it's not very hot. So don't go in there expecting, oh my god, it's supposed to be burning up. I do like the storyline. This young lady going into a territory where she's so used to actually going amongst people that don't like her. I love the storyline of her being, how they're saying that vampires in the existence with human beings, and everybody know about werewolves and vampires. So every decade that they send a vampire child that is from a family to the human world to actually facilitate good democracy. I don't even know what to say. Just good fortune to say that okay, this is what's happening and we're not very dangerous. We're just like you guys. She has been one of those tributes before, and she has never been into that whole world in the vampire world because she has never been accepted in either human nor vampire. Now that she has gone into the world, the phone family trope came in. First and foremost, nobody liked her because she's a vampire. They didn't give her the chance to actually be somebody to get to find out. But eventually, when she has proven herself that she can be trusted and she is looking out for the pack mates just as much as any one of them would have, she has gained favor amongst all of them. People are still afraid of her because they still have the misconception that vampires just want to feed from live sources, and that's not the case. There was some little nuances that I didn't like about the book where they didn't give the full concept of why you should not feed from live sources or why it was abandoned. I'm not sure, and I don't like it just leaving open ended for us to think, okay, it's because of this or because of that. But otherwise, Lono is the pack leader that just got into it. He actually ended the first pack alpha, and he's now in charge. There's so many other little things going on. There's hybrid, the first set of hybrids, and his sister is just one of them, where he's trying to protect her while trying to navigate the whole world of the marriage and just holding back in himself from not taking his mate. And just I don't know how it works out for him, because for the, as I said, when you're reading other books, when you're reading other books, you get the opportunity to see how the mating thing goes down. We don't have that. It's just that the whole adventure of finding out why this is happening, why her best friend is missing, and that's why she ended up going into this marriage to find out what is going on. And at the same time, he's, when it comes down, it's connected to his sister, and no, the whole storyline is trickling down to that. Why the father, how Mystery Father plays into all of that, and the whole thing. So it's less about the fated mates and how they get to it, and more of the story of how they found a friend, the stories that unravel when they find a friend, all of that. So it's more for that than the mating bond. My thing here is that what I did not like about this book is that they did not give us a dual POV. I'm not sure if Ali Hazlewood would do dual POVs because it's my first book reading for her, but I think a dual POV would have done more for this book, because you would have gotten to see Lo's point of view and getting how he thinks and how he's feeling, and giving a more in-depth feeling, because you only get from Misery point of view and how she's facilitating this new environment. How is she, adapting to it, another new environment, and gaining feelings and all of those things, because everything is so new to her. She is such a bland character overall, and I understand why she's such a bland character, because she has never gotten the opportunity to feel wanted, love. She's always has to be this person that is either I'm in this, I have to be this person so I don't scare the humans, I want to fit in. But even though I'm trying to fit into the human realm, I'm still an outcast for my vampire friends. So I get that low character is not, as I said, don't go into this book thinking that yes, werewolves and vampires and all of that. This is he's very chill, he's very laid back, and you're only getting like is aggressive and unhinged and whatever they claim that is supposed to be happening and his aggression, it's only be told by from somebody else and not by the character Misery. She has never really experienced him from he's such a chill and laid back person. He doesn't want actually her to find out that she's his mate, and I'm like, what? You can do that without, I'm just like, yeah, you're resisting the urge. I don't want her to know, and at the same time I'm hurting her because what, sir? I am not sure. But whatever the situation is, when the whole book went down and get into it and finally everything started to play out, and I get it, for me the whole smut scenes they weren't really necessary. The book was okay without it, and I think this book could have been a little bit longer to flesh out a little bit more. As I said, a dual POV would have done this so much more justice, and I really think this is a good introduction to Ali Hazlewood books. But as I said, I'm not rushing to put more of her books on my PBR list, and I really think this is, if you're into those kind of books, nothing too crazy, it's on a mellow level path. You don't have crazy characters, you don't have this fiery, that the crazy characters with the fiery personalities. That's not what it is. It's more like a different version of Bella in Twilight, I should say. That dull version. I'm like, okay, that's what I'm getting. But as I said, first time reading Ali Hazlewood books, and I think it's a really good introduction to her work. Not rushing to put them on my TBR list because I don't feel like this is really my thing. This is like a palate cleanser or something to read in between when you don't really have any extraordinary books to read at this point in time. That's what I think. But as I said, I think this is her first time going into paranormal, and I think this is a very good attempt. It's not your typical, and I really think it's a good attempt on paranormal. So guys, until next time, give me what you think about Bride, because as I tell you, when you go on Goodread, you're seeing the good, bad, and the indifference. So drop your comments on what you think about Bride and what you think about Ali Hazlewood books. Do you think I should actually put more books on my TBR, or this book just didn't cut it the way that it's supposed to be, or introducing me to Ali Hazlewood books? So guys, until next time, bye.